As the Broadcasting Corporation prepares to celebrate its big anniversary, staff members gathered today in prayer. They worshiped at the Church of God East Street Tabernacle. Jimmy DeSwain tells us the general manager foreshadows some upgrades to come at the corporation.
The Broadcasting Corporation of the Bahamas continued activities in observance of its 80th anniversary. A little early this morning, they chose to celebrate the event by worshiping at the Church of God East Street Tabernacle. General Manager Diana Swan outlined a number of plans to be unveiled to improve how the corporation serves the Bahamas.
By May, as we turn 80, you will see a brand new look and feel for the ZNS network. Our Director of Engineering, Keith Gomez, is hard at work placing orders for a new 300-foot tower for Harold Pond. That will improve our sound and, yes, have our free-to-air functioning once again. In Freeport, our northern service, well, the copper has been replaced. It was stolen 3 years ago. And we will relaunch in Abaco during the month of February in a big way.
She also reminded staff in attendance that each of them had been given a talent, but she urged them to use this Sunday as a day of recommitment.
I encourage you to use the gift and take your talent to another level. Raise the level of commitment in your church, your home life, and yes, on the job. I implore you to use this Sunday as Recommitment Sunday. To the managers at ZNS, invest time in teaching and training others. Let's fertilize one another.
But she did not stop there. Before parting, she made a donation to the church. Meantime, Senior Pastor Bishop Hewlin Hanna reiterated the importance of putting God at the center of everything in one's life.
Presence of God, you have value, and if you prove faithful, you are going places with God. I thank God that God does not see us the same way as men do. When men see us, men put us in compartments and men categorize us in certain ways. But God who is righteous and God who is holy, God looks down and in his righteous judgment, God gives us what we are deserving of.
The corporation will officially mark its 80th anniversary in May, having covered the Bahamas better than anyone else. Jimmy DeSwain, ZNS Network News.
Students in the Northwestern District were honored this week for their stellar performance in the 2014-2015 academic school term. The high achievers were recognized during the 14th annual awards ceremony at the Living Waters Kingdom Ministries. Parents, teachers, and well-wishers filled the room as students received their awards. National Security Minister and Baines and Grantstown MP, the Honorable Dr. Bernard Nottage, says he was pleased to see that so many of his young constituents are taking advantage of a good quality education despite the challenges they face.
So often when we hear stories that have been in Grantstown, they are not positive. But I am here to tell you that the community of Bain and Grantstown is a beneficiary of all the good that the schools and teachers and community organizations in this district do for their students. I am a strong supporter of all the advances that are being made to give them a firm foundation in their educational development. As a good education is a key necessity to helping our students resist the temptation to become involved in crime and other degenerative behaviors. We are a nation of more than 700 islands and keys and reefs. Our population is around 383,000, with the greatest concentration right here in New Providence. The internet that we take for granted has made the world a global community, a smaller place, and we must compete with other countries for jobs within our own country. This suggests that starting from a tender age, our students must be motivated to perform at their very best.
While applauding teachers for the role they play in providing a sound education for our young people, Nottage encouraged parents to do their part by becoming more involved in the lives of their children.
I'm having this wrestling match with Claire. One of the most important deficits we have with young people today is the absence of a father in their lives. You know, in Parliament, very soon we're we've debated already, we're going to try to pass a bill that gives, among other things, women equal rights as men. I think they deserve it. I think they have earned it. Whenever I go to a graduation of the schools, who is there with the graduates? Their mothers. The mothers are there in primary school. They're there to the parent-teachers meetings. They're there working, trying to give them the best quality of life.
The 44th annual Red Cross Ball was held last night, and it was indeed a night filled with passion, pride, and pizzazz. For Red Cross officials, it's one of the biggest fundraising events to set the stage for securing much-needed funds for programs and annual expenses. Among dignitaries attending the main event was the Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Marguerite Penling, and Prime Minister Perry Christie and Mrs. Christie. Our Jiminita Swain was also there and has the details in this report.
Scores packed the ballroom at the Melia Resort for a worthy cause, that is to assist the ongoing work of the Bahamas Red Cross, which has been operating locally for the last 76 years. Red Cross President Craig Tony Gomez noted that while their assistance is associated with disasters like hurricanes and their feeding programs, they are being challenged to do even more.
New challenges and the new mandate of the Red Cross is to render assistance to new conditions of the world, two of which, and this is for Red Cross organizations across the world, is to render assistance to young troubled youth in the area of guns, gangs, and violence, and also gender-based violence against women.
Red Cross Director Caroline Turnquest said they're hoping to raise at least $100,000 from the event to offset expenses.
Last year, persons would have donated for the hurricane relief. That relief is still going on. Funds are still being spent. And so to keep the doors open, to pay the staff and the utilities, we are desperately in need of funds. And so this, you'll find that in January, we kick off with a ball, and then we'll move to our annual fair this year is in April, and we move into a series of events to keep the fundraising going.
The Governor General, Her Excellency Dame Marguerite Penling, was among the dignitaries supporting the event, along with the Ambassador to the People's Republic of China. During the lavish affair, special tribute was paid to Willis McKinney Sr., Barbara Johnson, and Eliza Taylor, who were the special honorees of the evening. The Family Island leaders were recognized for their efforts in Crooked Island, Abaco, and Acklands. The 2016 Corporate Sponsor Award went to the Bahamas Telecommunications Company. BTC's Vice President of Marketing, Eldry Mackey Ferguson, said BTC partnered with the Red Cross in relief efforts following Hurricane Joaquin. She encouraged other corporate sponsors to assist the society.
I think we appreciate the award that the Bahamas Red Cross has extended to BTC, but we do it not just because of the awards and the accolades, etc. We do it because nation building is what BTC does, and we're proud to just not necessarily just simply give where it's necessary or extend a hand for the charitable efforts. We take our role as being a good corporate citizen very seriously.
With this being the primary fundraising event for the Red Cross, officials hope that more corporate sponsors will continue to assist them throughout the year. Jiminita Swain, ZNS Network News.